kind of similar to some of the videos I've done in the past. In my playlist, I have some videos that are titled Life, Past, and Drugs. Now, this is going to be kind of a different video. I kind of wanted to talk about drug addiction, or just addiction in general, just what it did to me and how I overcame that. Now, this is a different video. I felt inspired just to do it today, so that is what I'm going to do in this video. So let's start off with what was my drug of choice during those days. So if you guys don't know, I was a meth addict, aka crystal meth, aka methamphetamine, which is actually its name. Methamphetamine is its chemical name or compound name. Tweak, all those stupid names. And that's another reason why, if you go to my comment section, people call me meth head Nate. Just trolling. Yeah, I understand it. Troll's gonna troll. So I don't really know where this video is gonna go, but I hope it turns out well, so let's get started. So at the age of 15 and a half, somewhere around that, 15 and 16, around those years is when I was first introduced to this drug. And it was introduced to me without me knowing exactly what it was. I had no idea what it was. I was at a party, I was drinking with my friends, the older kids that we thought were cool in high school. So obviously me looking up to these kids, I have no idea why, but we did. I wanted to be just like them. We partied with them, we drank with them, we smoked cigarettes with them, we smoked weed with them. On this night, when I went to a party, I was the only one with a vehicle. Just got this vehicle, just got my license, was driving around town. People were using me for my car, pretty much. So we leave this party. I can't go home because I'm obliterated. Well, I don't know about obliterated because I was driving, but I was drunk. I had a bunch of people with me. My friend that we looked up to said, hey, come down to my house and you guys can crash there. It's a small place in this place called the Budget Suites in Las Vegas, Nevada. Very ghetto, very ghetto. A lot of drugs go in and out of that place, a lot of crime. But me being at that age, I had no idea at that moment. So we go to his house. I see this guy on the table. He has this contraption. To me, it looked like a bong, which you would smoke weed out of. It was a bong for meth with a glass pipe, the drug inside of the end of the pipe, and I saw him smoking it, which was very weird for me, and I saw him blow out this cloud and his face pretty much disappeared. And at that moment, I was like, holy shit, I need to do that. I need to do that because I was just attracted to how big that cloud was. I was drunk, you know, I didn't know any better. I didn't know what I was getting into, and the guy let me hit it. So I hit it like 3 times or something like that, and I went from drunk to, literally, I was like on one. I just went from sober to nonstop talking to feeling good to wanting to skateboard to wanting to do everything. But pretty much that's how I got into it. Had no idea what I was doing, and that's how it was introduced to me. A couple days later, you know, when you finally start coming down off this stuff, you fall asleep for a couple days because you can't sleep on it, you can't eat on it. You eat well after you come off of it, and then when you wake up and you want to function normally again, you want to function normally with that stuff. And the only thing you can pretty much think of is, oh man, I want to get that feeling again. I want to get high, I want to feel good, I want to feel like Superman, and that's when addiction comes in. So what I did, wanting more of it, I called the guy, I told him, yeah, I had 20 bucks or 40 bucks or whatever it was, and I got some more of it. And I introduced it to a lot of people. Like a lot of people, all the friends around me, which I feel super guilty about because at that time, all my friends weren't doing that stuff at the time. And I feel like I introduced it to all of them. And then they all started doing it too. And it was like a huge cycle. And I watched friend after friend after friend after friend after friend get hooked on it. And I almost felt responsible for all that stuff. But that's another video. So that's how my addiction spiraled downwards. And it started getting worse and worse and worse and worse and worse. And when that bag starts getting smaller, you think of ways on how to get more of it. So even when you're broke, you start scheming ways now of how you're gonna get the next high. And nothing really matters. School doesn't matter, your friends don't matter, your parents don't matter. You will do whatever it takes to get more of it, whatever it takes, 5%. And that's exactly what I did. I've done some things that I am extremely embarrassed about, and when I think about it today, it makes my stomach turn. Because it's embarrassing with the things that I've done in the past. You do things that are super out of your character. So let's just say, for example, you got this good kid, he gets involved in the drugs, and I've seen it firsthand from a lot of people. Like these good kids, and somehow they get introduced to this drug. and all of a sudden their whole brain changes. They do things that you would never think in a million years that this person would do. They start stealing. They'll steal from their friends. I mean, I've done it. I've stole from my friends. I stole from my family. I did a lot of stupid things that you typically wouldn't do if you weren't high. At those points, you just don't give a shit. Honestly, you just don't care. The only thing you care about is getting high and feeling good again. And that good feeling, after a while, you don't feel nothing. It's pretty much you just get it to function normal because your body has adapted to wanting more of it, and you no longer get high. You just coast. And that's how I pretty much lived for like 6 or 7 years of my life. I've been in and out of jail more times than I can even count. The first time I was incarcerated, I had just turned 18. I was at a skate park, I was skateboarding. I had an empty baggie in my pocket, an empty bag, nothing in it. There was this marshal at the park that saw me that just hated me. He came up to me, searched me, found a little baggie, said I was going to jail, and he also said I was trespassing at the skate park, which I'm still confused about to this day because I'd never been 86th from that park. 86 means that you've been kicked out of the park for a certain duration of time. So I went to jail for trespassing and paraphernalia. I was there for, I think, a couple days. I got booted out after I went to court, and I think they gave me time served since it was my very first time being in jail. The experience sucked. And after you get one little thing on your record, every time you get stopped by a cop, they either want to search you, they're going to go to jail for something. I swear to God, I had the worst luck with cops, the worst luck. Every single time I was interacting with a cop, I'm going to jail for some damn reason. I'm so glad today I can get pulled over, which I've only been pulled over once here in Florida. I got a traffic ticket, and I can feel like I'm not going to go to jail this time. It's a good feeling. It really is a good feeling. So after being in jail for the first time, you say to yourself, I'm never going to go back, but you end up going back to the same lifestyle. And for me, it didn't get any better. It just got worse. And that drug was a huge part of my life in a horrible way. I mean, I literally would die for it. I would kill for it. I would betray people for it. I would rob people for it. I would literally do anything for it. There was a time in my life where I was homeless and I was living literally in an abandoned apartment. And it wasn't just me, it was a group of like 3 or 4 of us. I mean, this apartment had been abandoned for months. And we literally crashed in there. We would get our stuff, come back there, get high, go search around the city to do stupid stuff, come back, and that was our home. That's how bad this drug addiction can be. And you don't even realize what is going on during that time, because the only thing that you care for at that time is that bag. I mean, there's times where I felt like I was on top of the world because I had money in my pocket, I had a bunch of stuff in my pocket, and I felt like, nobody can touch me. But that was only temporary, because every time you're on top, you fall to the bottom and you're at rock bottom once again. Every single time. It was just a huge cycle. Up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. It literally took me all that just to realize where my life was going. And even being high, I used to tell myself, and I used to look at these older people and like, oh dude, I do not want to be like that. People with missing teeth, people that are super skinny, like pretty much deteriorating just from the drug itself. And I used to tell myself, please, please, please don't let yourself get to that way. If I go back to my old friends, they can pretty much tell you, they would have never thought that I would have got off this stuff because that's how bad I was. Even to me, it's kind of crazy to where I am today. Now, I'm not nowhere near where I want to be, but I'm nowhere near where I used to be. But you can ask my friends, and they can pretty much tell you I was that person that they think that would never come off that drug, never. Either end up dead, in prison, or on the streets, just doing the same pattern every single day, because that's the life of a drug addict. The only way that I was actually able to finally find myself was the last time I spent in jail. And that's where I started working out, and it just pretty much changed my whole perspective of life because I had a new addiction that I absolutely fell in love with. So me coming out of jail that last time, I was introduced to the fitness lifestyle and it saved my life. Also, without my dad's support at that time, I don't know where I'd be today, because my dad, he was pretty much my backbone. He gave me a roof over my head, he helped me get a job, he helped me with my probation, he helped me go to drug court, he helped me do all this stuff, and without him, I don't know where I would be today, because I needed that support. But I guess in this video, I kind of just wanted to talk about just addiction. I mean, I got a good response from my last videos, and people, emailed me and told me things that like I helped them or something like that, and that is crazy that just telling a story can just help people. Like literally, those things make my day. They literally make my day. And I feel like me, the person that I used to be, could overcome that shit, that garbage, that lifestyle. Literally, anybody can. Seriously, anybody can. I'm not saying it's easy because by all means, it is not easy. You really, really have to take things slow. I mean, I know people that are still struggling today that are trying to do it all at once, and that's what, oh. Are you on the right floor?
Are you on the second floor?
This is the very top floor. Yeah, I think you're on the second floor.
Okay, thank you.
I'm sorry, I feel so awkward right now.
I know.
Where was I? Damn it, I totally forgot. Taking a whole bunch of things on can really overwhelm people, especially when they're trying to change their lifestyle. And it can almost put their mindset to where they just say, fuck this. Let's just go back to the easy route and do what we used to do because I don't have the patience to help better myself. Does that make sense? I don't know if that makes sense. I think it does. Damn, I totally got thrown off. Oh well, I hope you guys understood what I was trying to say just with addiction. If I can do it, literally anybody can do it. It just takes a lot of time, a lot of work, and a lot of patience. So if you made it this far in the video, I'm gonna try to do a 360 flip on my skateboard just to see if I can, just as a bonus for this video. So if you guys enjoyed it, if you could just hit that like button, I really do appreciate it. Don't forget to subscribe, share. Let's go see this 360 flip.